Turn the music down. Did you find what you were looking for, Detective Inspector? You own a handgun, Mr. Smythe? The police interrogation room was nothing like the ones he had seen in the movies. No peeling paint or broken chairs. The room he was sitting in looked brand new and well painted in a bright version of blue. The inevitable two-way mirror was absent. Also missing was the tape machine that is famously turned off when the police officer wants to reveal a vital piece of evidence. No one got to say, D.I. What's-His-Name has entered the room, because he was present when Mr. Smythe arrived. He wasn't handcuffed to anything, and the excessively sweetened coffee was rather good. Another police station cliché shattered. Mr. Smythe was warmly dressed, having pulled a pair of jeans and a jumper on over his pyjamas. The officers were shouting, "Armed police, don't move! Armed police, don't move!" Confusingly, another officer dressed in full body armour was shouting, "Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground!" So which one is it, fellas? Don't move or get down on the ground? It seemed that the armour-clad officers had either heard that line before, or they were utterly devoid of a sense of humour, because they didn't answer and pushed him face down onto the dusty carpet. From his squashed vantage point he could see the blue sock that had gone missing some months before. It had worked its way under the sofa and was remarkably dust-free considering its hiding place. Before the officers swarmed into his apartment, Mr. Smythe had enough time to change out of his pyjamas, but he decided that he couldn't be bothered. If he was going to be incarcerated, he might as well be comfortable. The detective inspector was wearing the same suit he wore yesterday. It was expensive but tired, in need of a rest and a good cleaning. "I managed to remove the tomato sauce stain, but it really needs to go to the cleaners. I can't press it as well as they can. Wear one of your other suits today, and I'll run it down to Luigi. He always does an excellent job with your suits," said the detective inspector's wife on the previous evening. He ignored her advice, not to annoy her, he had other ways of doing that, but because he was feeling blue that morning. And this suit always lifted his mood. It looked like all the other suits he owned, but it wasn't. It made him feel good on unpleasant days. He wore it when he had his annual review, and when he had to tell a mother that her son was never coming home. There wasn't anything planned for this day that would prompt him to wear his favourite suit, but he was determined to wear it. It was either that or stay home and sleep all day. "That's not really answering my question, Detective Inspector, and I'm reasonably sure that by now you know that I do own a gun, so why ask?" "Force of habit, I guess. We did check up on you, Mr. Smythe, a licence for a 1915 Webley .455. Where is that gun, Mr. Smythe?" "In my bank deposit box, locked up, safe and sound, but then again, you know that as well, because you would have found the receipt when you were going through my apartment. I do hope that your men didn't make too much of a mess. I like my stuff to be where I left it, and the cleaning lady is going to give me grief for a month if your flat-footed friends have been clumsy. You'll need to do a bit of a tidy round before the cleaning lady gets in, but most of your stuff is roughly where it used to be. Why was your front door open when we arrived, Mr. Smythe? Maybe I forgot to close it, or maybe I didn't want your assault team to kick it in. I like that door. It's time-worn, just like me, just like the building I live in. We have all been around for a long time, with the exception of the young man who lives next door to me, the one who plays the loud music at all hours, the one who smokes strange substances while playing loud music, the one whose parents bought him that apartment just so he wasn't in their house anymore. By the way, how is that young man? He's helping us with our inquiries. It's taking a long time because he isn't very bright, and I don't mean academically. He can add up and spell and stuff like that. It's just that he doesn't seem to understand how the world works. He doesn't seem to understand that if you call the police and tell them that some old bloke waved a gun at you, we tend to turn up in a hurry. We don't like guns unless we're the ones holding them, and personally, I don't like old blokes, so you can see where I'm coming from. This mad bugger opened the door with an illegal substance smouldering happily between his thin lips. He had several other highly suspicious substances secreted about his apartment. He seemed quite peeved when we took him and his illegal substances into custody.